Hey Dodgers fans, let's dive deep into the latest on Joe Kelly, one of the key bullpen pieces from recent years who's been making headlines. As he works hard to get back on the mound, Kelly, the 37-year-old right-handed reliever, found himself in a tough spot after the conclusion of the 2024 season, when he hit free agency and, so far, hasn't signed with any team. It's a story that's kept many curious, especially because Joe has been such a recognizable figure in the Dodgers bullpen. For quite some time last season, Kelly appeared in 35 games for Los Angeles, pitching a total of 32 innings. His numbers might not jump off the page: a 4.78 earned run average, a 1.47 WHIP, and 35 strikeouts, but they tell only part of the story. Kelly battled through a right shoulder inflammation that sidelined him for a stretch of time on the injured list, and despite that, he managed to return late in the season for 5 appearances. It was clear from the start that the shoulder was an issue, but Joe pushed through, showing his characteristic grit and determination every time he stepped on the mound. Unfortunately, things took a more serious turn during a workout leading up to the National League Division Series. While preparing for the playoffs, Joe Kelly suffered another shoulder injury, the details of which remain somewhat under wraps, but it was significant enough to keep him off the Dodgers' postseason roster. As a result, he wasn't part of the active roster during their run to the 2024 World Series championship. That absence left many wondering about his future in the game and whether he'd be able to bounce back from such a setback, but Kelly isn't ready to throw in the towel just yet. His rehab process has been encouraging so far. In recent interviews, he shared that he has already started throwing bullpen sessions again and has more mound work lined up. He spoke openly about his uncertainty at the beginning of his rehab, not knowing if he could get back to throwing effectively without surgery. But he's been pleasantly surprised by his progress. According to Joe, the strength and range of motion in his shoulder have improved significantly, and although his velocity is understandably down during early throwing sessions, it is tracking exactly where he expected it to be at this stage. This level of cautious optimism is key for a pitcher in his late 30s trying to make a comeback after an injury. Kelly also mentioned that he has yet to begin intensive work in the weight room, which suggests he's pacing himself carefully. It's clear that he's determined to find the right balance between pushing his body enough to return to competitive form and not overdoing it, considering his age and the wear and tear that comes with a long career on the mound. Joe's goal is simple and honest. He wants to give it one last solid run in the majors. He's aiming for a season in 2025 where he can pitch maybe a month or two, but really give it everything he has during that time, before deciding whether to hang up his cleats for good. That mindset shows a lot about his character. Willing to face the challenge head-on, knowing full well the limits that come with his body's current state. He's not just hoping to make a roster, he's committed to contributing meaningfully. And that's something that Dodgers fans can respect deeply. His rehab progress is a good sign. No pain, good arm speed, these are exactly the indicators you want to see from a pitcher coming back from a shoulder injury. It gives him confidence that his velocity will return sooner rather than later, and with it, the ability to compete at a high level once again. When asked about the somewhat mysterious procedure that helped him deal with his shoulder, Kelly kept things light and humorous, joking about traveling overseas for some Kobe stuff, teasing MLB not to investigate too closely because it's all perfectly legal. That kind of humor and down-to-earth attitude is part of what makes Joe Kelly a fan favorite. He's straightforward, doesn't take himself too seriously, but when it comes to baseball, he's all in. Looking back on his career, Kelly brings 13 years of major league experience to the table, boasting a career earned run average just under 4, a WHIP of around 1.37, and striking out more than 8 batters per 9 innings on average. These stats reflect a solid and reliable bullpen arm, someone who has carved out a respected place in the league over more than a decade. What's particularly interesting about Joe Kelly is his desire to finish his career with the Dodgers. Despite being a free agent, he's made it clear that if he comes back, it will only be with Los Angeles. That loyalty might not be the best marketing move in today's game, where players often shift teams frequently, but Kelly doesn't seem to care about that. His connection with the Dodgers runs deep. He first signed with the team as a free agent before the 2019 season, and has spent 5 of the last 6 years with them. That kind of commitment is rare and speaks volumes about how he views his place in the game and the bond he has with the Dodgers organization. Earlier this year, Kelly was presented with his 2024 World Series ring before a game against the San Francisco Giants, a symbolic moment that cemented his role in the team's championship journey, even if he couldn't be on the postseason roster. As the new season approaches, all eyes will be on Joe Kelly's rehab and training progress. Will he be able to return to form and contribute for those crucial months he envisions? Dodgers fans certainly hope so, and the team's medical staff will be working closely with him to maximize his chances. Kelly's story isn't just about a player trying to come back from injury. It's about resilience, loyalty, and the drive to end a career on one's own terms. It's about the reality many athletes face as they deal with the physical toll of professional sports, but still hold on to the love of the game and the desire to compete at the highest level. For Joe Kelly, this chapter could very well be the final one, but it promises to be a memorable one filled with passion and determination. As Joe Kelly moves forward with his rehabilitation, the Dodgers and their fans are watching closely, hoping that the veteran arm can return to form and bring valuable experience back to the bullpen. The challenge for Kelly will be finding the right rhythm and managing the workload carefully, especially given his age and the nature of his recent injury. Pitching at the major league level is grueling, and for a player like Kelly who has endured the ups and downs of a long career, the process of returning to peak condition is as much mental as it is physical. Kelly's approach has been marked by patience and a realistic understanding of what his body can handle. He's not rushing back just to be on the roster. Instead, he's focused on rebuilding strength and movement in his shoulder, while ensuring he doesn't push past safe limits. His emphasis on incremental progress is crucial, particularly for a reliever who relies on sharpness, velocity, and precise control to get batters out in high-pressure situations. The kind of bullpen sessions he has described are the building blocks that will determine if he can make a successful comeback. Moreover, Kelly has always been known for his competitive fire and his ability to bring intensity to the mound, even in seasons when his numbers didn't quite reflect dominance. His presence in the bullpen was a stabilizing force. Dodgers teams over the past several years have often counted on Kelly's versatility, the ability to pitch multiple innings, face tough hitters, and deliver strikes when it matters most. If he can regain even a fraction of the velocity and command he once had, he could still be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, especially in a relief corps that is always evolving. The loyalty Kelly has expressed to the Dodgers adds another layer of intrigue to this story. In an era when players frequently switch teams, his insistence on returning only to Los Angeles signals a deep connection with the club and its fan base. It suggests that for Kelly, the relationship is about more than just contracts or playing time. It's about legacy and belonging. Having spent the bulk of the last 6 seasons with the Dodgers, he's been part of a culture built around winning and professionalism, and it seems he wants to end his career as a Dodger. This kind of player-team bond can be a powerful motivator. It can inspire a player to push through adversity and overcome injuries that might otherwise end a career prematurely. For the Dodgers, keeping a player like Kelly around, even if for a short stint, brings experience and veteran leadership that can help younger pitchers develop. It also gives the bullpen a proven arm who knows the game's pressures at the highest level. Kelly's humor and personality also make him a fan favorite. His light-hearted remarks about the mysterious treatment he underwent for his shoulder show a side of him that resonates well with supporters. Someone who doesn't take himself too seriously off the field, but competes fiercely on it. That blend of approachability and competitive spirit is rare, and often underappreciated in professional sports. Fans connect with players who show authenticity and passion, and Joe Kelly has both in spades. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. In a development that's stirring whispers throughout the baseball world, star outfielder Mookie Betts has allegedly expressed frustration with teammate Michael Conforto, fueling speculation of a potential shakeup in the Dodgers outfield. Sources close to the team have hinted that Betts, known for his leadership and poise, has reached a breaking point, allegedly stating, "I won't play alongside Conforto anymore." While no official statement has come from Betts or the Dodgers organization, the rumor has ignited a wave of questions among insiders and fans alike. Could there be a deeper rift behind the scenes? Is it a matter of chemistry, performance, or something more personal? Conforto, a mid-season acquisition meant to boost depth and add power to the lineup, has had a rocky tenure since joining the Dodgers. and some insiders have noted that his presence has shifted the dynamic in the clubhouse. BETTS, a perennial MVP candidate and one of the most respected voices in the sport, is not known for public outbursts or internal drama, which is exactly why this alleged comment is raising eyebrows. If true, it suggests a significant internal conflict that could force the hand of Dodgers management as they head into the second half of the season. It's worth noting that tensions can often flare during a grueling MLB season, especially in a high-expectation market like Los Angeles. Whether this incident is a one-off moment of frustration or a sign of something deeper remains to be seen, but if BETTS' sentiment holds, the front office might soon face a difficult decision: manage the tension quietly or move Conforto and preserve team harmony. For now, the Dodgers are tight-lipped, and the players are staying professional on the field. Still, fans and analysts will be watching closely, because when your franchise cornerstone hints at a line being crossed, it's not just noise, it's a warning. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.